Hi Taurus, Scottish Gypsy here to do your fortnightly tarot and oracle reading. Taurus, it's a pretty big week for us. We have the super full moon in our sign. So expect potentially for it to really impact how you're feeling. Taurus and Scorpio will be particularly affected by this super full moon in Taurus. Now in the Moonology deck, it connects to the card that says your dreams need a practical plan. We do also have a lot of retrogrades happening in the month of November, Taurus. So what I'm going to say to you, you might find that this month you're particularly reflective. You might be really taking a bit of a stock take on your life. You might be assimilating some of the lessons you've learned along the way, but really it is a good month to stock take and do a bit of a life review. So I myself am in that mood. You might find that you're in that mood. It's a time to get real about our goals. Taurus energy, we're ruled by Venus, and we like the nicer things in life. We do like to be surrounded by beauty. We appreciate things of value, and we do often really enjoy, material possessions, things like that. But also it can connect to our career and money as well. So if you really desire something in your life, Taurus, use this super full moon to release anything that needs to be released and to set your goals and intentions, make that practical plan. But also for me, I'm always, I think after November, next year for me will all be about, instead of dreaming about it, be about it. But this month in November, I really feels more reflective. It's not about the hustle of doing. I think as we approach the end of the year, it's a good time to just breathe, unwind, look at what you've achieved so far, Taurus. And it's funny, I did that last night. I kind of went through my Facebook, my Instagram, the goals that I set myself, and I was looking at the images, remembering what's happened in the past year and connecting to thoughts around, did I have enough fun? Did I achieve the things that I wanted to achieve? Did I prioritize the people and the connections and the friendships and relationships that I should have prioritized? I did a bit of a review of that. So you might find that you'll be in that mood too here, Taurus. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Karen, and these big readings happen every 2 weeks on this channel. And today, if you're enjoying it, it's a free reading. All I really ever ask is if you are liking these readings, that you like, comment, and subscribe. That really is that reciprocity, the way of giving back, but also making sure that we build a really beautiful community on this channel. Taurus, let me tell you, when I was pre-shuffling your cards, I wasn't shocked because the Seven of Pentacles came out. Sevens in numerology for me can definitely be about review, assessment. And Seven of Pentacles, some of you are reviewing your goals. Some of you are looking at your finances, your career goals and aspirations. It does say that a lot of you are taking a break in the month of November, or particularly in the next couple of weeks, and you might be doing a bit of a review like I have been doing. So we'll see if it comes out in the main reading, but without further ado, let's get on with it. Taurus, I was feeling, extra magical, and I felt really called to take two moon oracles. So we're working today with the Queen of the Moon and the Moonology, and one of my favorites, Let's Cast a Spell, Taurus, the spell casting deck. So let's work with the cards and see what your guides and ancestors would like to tell you today. Bottom of the deck, Taurus, we've got prosperity. So yeah, seems like a lot of you are focused on achieving more prosperity, more stability. There might be a focus on your investments, your money, your career right now, but it feels good, feels Taurian. All right, can I have a theme, please, for Taurus? The theme for Taurus, particularly looking at November. Oh, and we have happy 1st of November. I'm recording it today, and it's my beautiful youngest daughter's 21st birthday tomorrow. She's a beautiful Scorpio. Oh, I'm laughing. As a Taurus, I use these cards and do my own personal readings, and I can't tell you how many times I'm getting the travel card. And look, that is something that I'm setting a goal for next year. I want to go to Europe for summer, and my guides are saying stop thinking about it, start setting some goals. And I feel like if a lot of you do have travel aspirations or a desire for more adventure in your life, like I really do think that telling the Taurus collective that all is possible, right? But it feels to me like there's something about setting goals, putting a practical plan in place. And I keep pulling this card too. So I don't know if some of you are starting to get to a place in your life where you're more content or just feeling happier in yourself. Finding peace within. Okay, lead me to the card for Taurus, please. Are you ready? Remember I said I was feeling extra magical today? Look at this. Literally, that's the card I pull for the Taurus Collective. Powerful. So what they're saying is actually use this super full moon to connect with your goals, dreams, and ambitions. What are your intentions here, Taurus? You know, this is about realizing your potential in life and knowing that, you know, we are the artists of our life. So if we don't like the picture in our life, we need to paint a new picture. It's a really important lesson in life. We're not a victim of circumstance. We are, you know, we are creators. We were made to create. So really in the super full moon, look at it. Isn't that beautiful? Moon magic. You know, speak your dreams into being here, Taurus. But even better, like write them on paper. Put ink to paper. I really feel like a lot of you, it could be your desire is to travel. But there could be other dreams or ambitions that have the focus of Taurus at this moment. Let's get one extra for Taurus. Family. This is 100% something I can connect to. What about you, Taurus? Is this a focus? For me, November is celebrating time with my family. Sarah's 21st. You know, really prioritizing the family in the month of November. Perhaps you are too. Some of you, your goal might be to have a family or to reconcile with family or even just see them again. Perhaps you're at a distance from your family. But let's move on to the Moonology. Wow. Bottom of the deck, I've got a new start is coming, new moon. Some of you could be starting something new, or you might have recently, under that new moon in Libra, there could have been some sort of new adventure here. It could have even been a new relationship some of you might have recently started. For me, my new start was my new home. Taurus. Oh, yeah, wow. It's funny because when I picked up this deck, before I started shuffling, that was on the bottom of the deck, and I did read it and I felt it. And in fact, I actually made a note of it in my phone. I should have mentioned it before. It says new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. And just to prove to you, there we go. So bring love into the situation was there, and I actually made note of it. So new moon in Aquarius, now that's the new start. Your new start could be with an Aquarius, but also Aquarian energy connects to the star or north node. So some of you might have initiated something towards a new dream here. But what it's saying is they're asking you to bring your heart, your soul, you know, your grace into life, into situations, into relationships. There could be a specific situation where love or care or compassion is required. Okay, let's see, Taurus. And we've got your hard work is paying off. Another new moon card. It says new moon in Capricorn. So some of you have started a new job or a new business venture or a new investment. Could be a new relationship here for some of you. But it is saying, you know, your hard work is paying off here. Bottom of the deck, I've got North Node. And it says it's time to step out of your comfort zone. So you might be working towards something big here, Taurus. You know, a big dream goal or ambition, and it might be making you a little nervous. You might be out of your comfort zone, but there is no growth in a comfort zone. Now, I feel compelled to get a third card. What do we have? Conclusions are within reach. Okay, we have got full moon eclipse. Now, we have the super full moon in Taurus. So I don't know if there's a particular situation where there'll be some sort of conclusion here, Taurus. You're going to know the relevance of that card, but it is showing up for you. Let's work with the last oracle and we'll get on to some tarot. Ooh, okay. Taurus, the universe, maybe you've already been doing this actually. I'm leaning into the fact that a lot of you have been making changes. Okay, you've like really been connecting to your wisdom and your discernment. You've been taking a really good look at self. I feel like a lot of you have been doing some shadow work. Now, the extremes can talk to any extremes in your life. It's like the devil energy. And this is about taking an honest look. And maybe there's been something that you're taking responsibility for, or you might be in the coming weeks. It is a time for discernment, making wise choices. And if there is anything toxic within your life, or anything unhealthy, or any kind of extreme here, or even if it's in your external environment, maybe it's time for a bit of a cleanup here, Taurus. Take responsibility, maybe make some changes here. But let's see. I'm going to shuffle and pull the cards. Taurus. So perhaps you've been addressing some extremes in your life, trying to find more balance and moderation. Taurus. The shadow aspect of Taurus can be overindulgence. Just saying. Okay, Taurus. One more shuffle, please. Okay, bottom of the deck, trust. So it's a time for faith here, Taurus. And I just heard you hold the key. Behind it, it does say realization, but I just feel that self-reflection and realization, it's like you're realizing that you hold the key. And I feel like it's to change or towards the goal that you want. Let's see, Taurus. Let's pull some cards, shall we? Taurus. Attraction, yeah. I mean, attraction can connect with the law of attraction. So some of you might be very aware of it, very aware of the power of manifestation, and you might already be working with that. If not, there are lots of books and free resources on the law of attraction and manifestation and how it can really support you in achieving your goals and dreams and really making big and powerful changes in your life. What you think about comes about here, Taurus. So there could be something that you are manifesting or attracting right now. Okay, let's see. Taurus. Yeah, look at that. The path. See how you can see that portal, but yet there's that ladder. So it's talking about the climb. So I feel there is something that you're aiming for in life, Taurus. And some of you, it could be some sort of new start, a new beginning, or new path. But it feels like there's a climb, an elevation required. It's like there's a portal of opportunity. Perhaps knowledge is required, study. It feels like there is a climb towards achieving it. Okay, Taurus, one more. Beautiful. We got Hunter Moon, abundance. Sorry, Taurus, I've got really bad hay fever at the moment. Okay, so it's a time of abundance. And I had the prosperity card on the bottom of the deck as well. So beautiful energies here, Taurus. I can see you are attracting a lot of abundance into your life. We'll see if the Empress comes out here today or the Magician. Bottom of the deck, I've got two kings, a King of Swords, a King of Cups. I've actually got a Page of Cups and a Seven of Cups. And then your Ace of Pentacles. What I'm going to say here, Taurus, it feels like there is possibility around you, opportunity around you. Now, if you're dating, I feel like there are a lot of potential prospects here, Taurus. If it's business, I also feel the same. There's like a abundance of opportunity. But let's shuffle and pull the cards, Taurus. 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 One more, please. Okay, bottom of the deck is us, the Hierophant. How beautiful is that? Taurus in their strength. Okay, let's pull the first three cards. Taurus. We've got Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy showing up. Very good in terms of manifestation and working with the law of attraction. The Queen of Wands is a super attractor for me. And then you've got the Fool. There's definitely a path that is new. This is a new path here, Taurus. I feel like your energy right now might be a little brave in a good way. Like, I just feel like you're traveling lightly at the moment, or you're desiring that. Perhaps there's something about you wanting more freedom here, wanting to have a little bit more of a fun energy, taking some more risk, because, you know, the Hierophant is very tried and true. You know, like risk averse sometimes. The Fool is like, stuff it. I'm just going to take a leap of faith. So perhaps you're leaning into that energy, or someone is perhaps in that energy around you. There could be an Aries that's significant. You could be a cusper here. For example, I'm 21st of April. Oh, the Tower. You've been getting the Tower a lot. Now, in tarot, Taurus, when you see a Tower with the Hierophant, what it can mean is a radical shift in your beliefs. So some of you could be experiencing that. You might be just seeing life very, very differently. You could be seeing a situation very differently. But the Tower does say there could be a foundation in your life that's crumbling. Maybe it's creating this new path. This can talk about structures in our life, and the Hierophant can talk about organizations, whether it can be religious institutions, it can be, educational bodies, it can be any of those things, or it could be you, Taurus. But the Tower does say any rocky foundations in your life, they're crumbling, and not to resist that, Taurus. The lesson of the Tower is to lean into this, and I feel this is our last disco dance with Uranus in our sign retrograding. So it's not over yet, Taurus. Yeah, that planet is here to disrupt our life, and often it really is about major paradigm or belief changes here, Taurus, and I feel that's what could be going on in your life. So there could be unexpected shifts here, Taurus, so just giving you a bit of a heads up here, but everything that is happening is for our greatest and highest good. Some of you, there could even be, with the Hierophant and the Tower, there could be a restructure at work, okay? And you can see the crown falling off. This can be, you've just heard that we're going through a restructure. Perhaps, management has changed or something like that. It can be a person in a position of power or authority. It can be their fall from grace or fall from power. So it could be that you're observing this or part of this, Taurus. Let's get the next three. 5 of Wands. Okay, we've got a bit of competitive energy showing up. Let's get your heartbeat of your reading, Taurus. I love it. The new path, Taurus. Right in the heart of your reading. There's just this, I don't know, a light energy, Taurus. I don't know if this is a shift in the way you view your life, or there is you embracing life with more a sense of fun, a sense of adventure, lighter, traveling lightly. Let's get one more here, Taurus. 6 of Swords. Very much can be connected to travel here. Some of you in the month of November might be taking a short trip, or you could be planning one, but for a lot of you, you're actively taking that trip in November. Some of you could be going on a cruise, I'm hearing. Some of you could be relocating. There definitely feels like there is movement here, coming through the worst of something and moving into smoother waters. Of course, it's a metaphor. So if you've gone through some challenging times, some turbulence, I'm hearing, it's like smooth sailing. And it's quite interesting. I work in a large organization in Australia, and I lead a team, a very large team, on a very important Australian project, and it comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of intensity, and we were approaching a deadline on Friday. And, when people are stressed and tired, and, that's when the shadow aspect can come out. And so there'd been more arguments, more biffs, a little bit more tension in the air, shall we say. But then my team hit the goal on Friday, and and it's not just my team, we don't just work in silo, it's all of our partners that we work with. And there was this moment of intense celebration, and it was so beautiful to witness on teams, like everyone, even people that had been arguing, everyone congratulating each other, everyone thanking each other. The level of gratitude and appreciation was so tangible that I had goosebumps on Friday. You know, there is something about gratitude and appreciation that is such a powerful vibration. In fact, when I was, probably too much information, but when a lot of thoughts come when I'm in the shower. I'm sure you're probably the same. And I kept thinking about the collective, that I wanted to say, let's raise the vibration a little bit. If you're up for it, put in the comments 10 things that you or people or situations that you're truly grateful for in your life. But I want you to think about it. And I want you not necessarily to use just one word, maybe put some expression around it. Let's raise the vibration of the collective through gratitude. Anyway, let's keep going. So, bottom of the deck, we have got someone very happy and content. And even this person, look at that, finding happiness, contentment, right? Can also be about realizing some sort of dream that you have here, Taurus, but let's keep going. Taurus. Your confidence looks high here, Taurus. I really feel you are in the Queen of Wands, whether you're a man or a woman. It's just about someone who is magnetic. And I feel your frequency is magnetic in the month of November. So I really want to say to you that confidence is the key to your success. No matter what resistance you're facing, what tension you're facing, what competition you're facing, I really want to say to you, Taurus, you've got this. Be confident and have faith in yourself. Remember, you had the card that said trust, egg moon. There's something that you're having to have faith about. Let's get the last three for Taurus. There's definitely a last dance with Uranus showing up in the reading. Okay, Four of Cups. I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a second, Taurus. Two more. Knight of Pentacles. For me, this really does feel very Taurus. This is very much your dreams need a practical plan energy. One more for Taurus. The Hanged Man. Wow, interesting. Piscean energy. Yeah, maybe it's time to take a different look at your life or a situation in your life. See it from a different lens here, Taurus. There's something about your perspective shifting, your beliefs shifting, the way you view something shifting. And I like it. You're taking a spiritual approach to something or a spiritual lens over something in your life. I do think there has been a period of Four of Cups. Whether you've been rejected here, Taurus, or you've just not felt happy or content, I feel that's what you're finding. Now, I can connect to this. I've been a bit meh. Okay, I've had some health challenges. I'm feeling a bit of burnout from work and moving and all of those things. And I definitely have been a little misery, does not want company. And that's okay because we're human beings, and sometimes we dip into these lower vibrational energies, and that can be that reminder to really focus on the blessings, right? What are the great things that we have around us? And I really did have to do some work on this every single morning through spending extra time focusing on what I was grateful for, and also what I wanted to change. If I wasn't happy or if I just wasn't feeling it, it was up to me, right? Like I had to be the change maker of my life. I had to open up to people. You know, this can represent the Ace of Cups. So this can be friends that want to connect with you, lovers that want to connect with you, your family that want to connect with you. It's the opportunity for connection. It's the opportunity for love. It's the opportunity for happiness. And it's like, it's there, Taurus, but I've got a sulky Taurus or a person who might be rejecting it. So, you know, you might have good reasons for rejecting something or someone here, Taurus. So I'm just going to say that, like, you will know what's the right thing for you. If you're using your discernment and maybe there's a history with this person, you might not be open to what they're proposing, or you might not be open to them or the opportunity at all, Taurus here, but you'll know the relevance is. I do see an Ace of Wands. It is a path, and it is a new path. It's a seed of potential. I can see growth. It's like this is connecting to your sense of passion, drive, and motivation. So yeah, I feel like you're finding something that is lighting the fire within. So if you have been feeling meh, perhaps either your perspective on the opportunity has shifted, or there's something new here, because we did see the Seven of Cups before. That can talk about lots of possibilities. So let me recap, Taurus. You know, when we see, we had the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and we had the Tower and the Fool. Very strong Uranus, right? It is doing its last dance with Taurus in the month of November, and it can really be about us, those final chances for rapid change. And, you know, I think about, you know, the time that it's been in my sign and how it's impacted me. My beliefs have shifted radically. And I was only recently talking to a friend about this, my spiritual beliefs, just my beliefs in general, where I'm at in life. I'm so different. I think back to my 20s, and whilst there's aspects of myself I really still connect with, there's aspects I don't. And you might be the same. So there could be a last dance. No, also, it literally could be there's a Tower moment or a foundation crumbling. If it is, Taurus, have faith. Because Ace of Wands in the heart of the reading with the Fool and the path, there is a new path. I feel like you're being redirected to the path that you're meant to be on, I'm hearing. So lean into any fear that might crop up here, Taurus. I also see that, you know, perhaps this is what's causing the Tower, because it can be that Mars energy. So there could be an argument, there could be hostilities, there could be tension here, Taurus. You'll know if that's relevant. I do see you coming through it though. Six of Swords says, you know, there's peace ahead, tranquility ahead. Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords with travel. Some of you are relocating or traveling or moving in a new direction towards a new path or a new dream here, Taurus. Now, if you're not in the Four of Cups Hangman, there could be a person, Taurus, in your energetic sphere that perhaps you've had issues with this person, or there's been rejection before. You know, the Hangman can talk about someone not taking action. Even the Knight of Pentacles, out of all four knights, it's the only one that doesn't move. Okay, so perhaps there's been a delay in a person reaching out or an opportunity coming your way. So it could be that someone's had to think about something first. They've had to see you or a situation differently first before they come forward. So you'll know if it's you, Taurus, or if it's reversed. Because I do see a person, it could actually be a Libra or a Leo. I have got Two of Wands, Justice, Strength card, 10 of Pentacles. Two of Wands can talk about someone who has been at a crossroads. I do feel you or the cross watcher has been at a crossroads, giving something some thought. Maybe their perspective has been shifting on you or an opportunity here, Taurus. Because there's something about courage being required. I definitely see an opportunity for either commitment here, Taurus, or, you know, prosperity here, money. That's where I'm going to leave it. Very interesting reading. So new path for the Taurus collective. So use this full moon for anything that you need to release here. There could be sudden change though. Just going to say it, Taurus. I'd love to know in the comments. And also, please, please, please tell me what the 10 things or people you are most grateful for. And I will put mine in the description box as well. So keep an eye out for it. God bless you. Love you, Taurus. Bye, guys.